Hey, today I'm talking about 3 Errol Flynn World War II films that were made during World War II. And the names of those 3 movies are Objective Burma, Edge of Darkness, and Northern Pursuit. First up is Objective Burma. This is a 1945 film, and the basic premise is this group of American soldiers in Burma are sent on this mission to destroy this tower, and things don't go exactly according to plan. And it's really good. I really enjoyed this movie. I will start off by pointing out a criticism, not made by me, but by people at the time, and that is, in Burma during World War II, there weren't really any Americans there. It was mostly the British and the Commonwealth, so like Australians. And this movie was just like, no, it was America, because we're the best. And like, I've seen plenty of other films who have done this Americanized bastardization type of thing. And especially during World War II, I kind of come to expect it, that like we're gonna be the extra big heroes to like really put the zest into the war effort. It didn't really affect me. Like, I don't anticipate these movies to be historically accurate, but I can understand why people would be upset about that. That being said though, the movie's fantastic. It's so good. Firstly, it's just so gorgeous. It's beautifully shot, such incredible cinematography. But then what really got me was just how it didn't try to add in a lot of fluff to the story. Not to say that it's bare bones, but that it just let their actions speak for themselves, kind of quite literally at times, insofar as like, there is not a lot of dialogue throughout the film. These guys are trucking through jungle with enemies that could be anywhere, and in a lesser film they're gonna have the characters constantly be talking, and that's how we get to know their like quirky backstories and whatnot. But here, like, no, they're gonna die if they speak too much, so they're quiet for a lot of it because it is literally a life or death situation. There are moments where we get to know their backstories and stuff when things are more chill, but for a lot of it it's just like, no, they're like silently doing what feels like very accurate military things. It feels very genuine and realistic, especially just for like a 1940s movie, because I often anticipate these to be more fantastical. Like, people didn't necessarily care so much about realism even in more drama-based stuff like this. But to me, it really feels like they went out of their way to make it feel accurate. And on top of that, they weren't afraid to kill characters. Like, a lot of good guys die in this. It's a pretty brutal film. It definitely has shades of pro-America propaganda stuff in it, but it's kind of easy to forgive it. Like, it's World War II. We kind of need that vibe. So yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed, definitely recommend. Next up is Edge of Darkness. This is a 1943 film, and the basic premise is this small town in Norway is being occupied by a bunch of Nazis. And rumor has it that some British are coming along the coastline to drop off arms and ammunition to help rebellions against the Nazis. It's the leaders of the resistance trying to figure out what to do in this really pivotal moment. This is definitely not a perfect movie, but it has such an incredibly satisfying ending that I couldn't help but love it. Like, it's not a spoiler to know that they do the rebellion, because the movie opens on the town just littered with dead bodies everywhere. But actually seeing them do the rebellion is just so great. Like, I won't say who the character was, but when a certain character pulled out a machine gun and just started mowing down Nazis, I applauded. It was so great. It really does something good to the soul to see Nazis just getting up. Oh god. So I love that. And it was funny too, because like, I felt such a strong amount of patriotism for Norway, so that was fun. And like, yeah, no, it's just a good, solid resistance story with clear heroes and villains, and they do a good job of talking about the different sides of why we shouldn't kill. Like, the priest makes this great argument of like, well, murder is murder. Like, yes, we're being oppressed and taken over right now, but killing is still killing. That's a big no-no. And then others in the community really talking about the pros and cons of it all. A lot of us are gonna die if we do this. Is that worth it? Because we could not win. We could lose a third of us and still lose, which is a valid point. So yeah, no, it was an imperfect film that had such a great ending that I can't help but love it, and without a doubt recommend it. It's a good, fun, interesting little movie that is well worth a watch. And lastly is Northern Pursuit. This is a 1943 film, and the basic premise is Errol plays this Canadian of German ancestry, like his parents came over from Germany, but he was born in Canada. And he's like a Mountie, and they stumble across a Nazi who has snuck his way into Canada, and maybe Errol has a bit of loyalty towards his German ancestry. And it's alright. I thought it was fine. This is definitely a film I want to give another shot, just because I feel like maybe on the day it didn't quite hit me, but there were a lot of interesting things within the movie. Like, it's definitely a very pretty movie and was shot so well. It has a couple of really cool, interesting action set pieces that I liked a lot. I just didn't connect to it as much as I would have liked. Like, it was fun in the first half when it was unclear whether or not he is actually supporting the Nazis. It kind of felt bold of them. But then once it became clear where his allegiances actually lie, it definitely lost me a bit. I felt like it was missing something. So yeah, it was fine. It was alright. I liked it. It definitely wasn't a bad time. I think if it sounds interesting, definitely go for it. And again, this is a film that I want to give another chance. I feel like upon repeat viewing, it might do something to me that it didn't do the first time for whatever reasons. Yeah, no, it's an alright little film that I would recommend. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got Objective Burma sitting at number 11 in the really like section. And then after that is Edge of Darkness sitting at number 18, again in the really like section. And then bringing up the rear is Northern Pursuit sitting at number 33 in the liked section. And this is out of a total of 60 old movies so far this year.